Hello, and welcome back to the Military Matrix. In a stunning escalation of the conflict, Ukraine has carried out a daring strike deep into Russian-controlled territory, targeting one of Moscow's most critical Black Sea oil ports. Massive explosions erupted across the coastline as flames engulfed vital fuel storage facilities, crippling a major artery of Russia's war economy. This strike is being described by analysts as one of the boldest and most damaging Ukrainian attacks on Russian infrastructure in recent months. According to initial intelligence reports, the Ukrainian strike hit multiple oil depots near Novorossiysk, a key port city that serves as a vital hub for Russia's crude oil exports to global markets. The attack, carried out using long-range drones and possibly modified cruise missiles, ignited an inferno that could be seen for miles across the Black Sea. Eyewitness footage shows towering flames, thick black smoke, and secondary explosions as fuel tanks detonated one after another. Within hours, Russian emergency services rushed to contain the fires, but the scale of destruction made firefighting nearly impossible. The entire port area was engulfed, with multiple storage facilities completely destroyed. Early satellite imagery reveals large burn scars across several kilometers of coastline, confirming the extent of the damage. Moscow has officially confirmed the incident, but downplayed its impact, claiming that the situation is under control. However, independent Russian sources and local residents report severe disruption to fuel exports and nearby transportation networks. Analysts suggest that this port supplied a significant percentage of Russia's oil exports, meaning the hit could have serious economic repercussions, both for Moscow's domestic fuel market and for its ability to fund the ongoing war. Ukraine, meanwhile, has not officially claimed responsibility, in line with its standard practice of ambiguity around deep strikes on Russian soil. But several Ukrainian intelligence officials have hinted that the operation was part of a broader strategy to weaken Russia's energy infrastructure, a key element sustaining its war effort. The timing of this attack is also significant, coming just days after multiple drone strikes on Russian oil refineries and railway depots across the southern regions. Experts say the Black Sea region has become one of the most contested zones of this war. Ukrainian forces have increasingly used long-range naval drones, cruise missiles, and precision-guided munitions to disrupt Russian naval and logistics operations. The destruction of this port marks yet another blow to Russia's Black Sea dominance, already weakened by earlier strikes on the Crimean bridge, Sevastopol shipyards, and fleet headquarters. Military analysts believe this attack was not random but strategically calculated. By targeting oil terminals, Ukraine aims to cut off Russia's ability to refuel its warships, tanks, and aircraft, effectively striking at the lifeblood of its military machine. The result: fuel shortages, logistical delays, and mounting pressure on Russian supply lines already stretched thin across multiple fronts. Beyond the battlefield, this strike sends a powerful message to Moscow. Ukraine has demonstrated that it can reach deep into Russian territory, hitting assets once considered untouchable. It's also a clear warning that energy infrastructure once thought to be secure is now fair game in this new phase of modern warfare, where drones and precision weapons redefine traditional defense lines. In Moscow, officials are reportedly furious. Russian media outlets have called this an act of terrorism, while military bloggers loyal to the Kremlin are openly questioning how such a massive strike could occur despite heavy air defenses. Some channels report that several air defense systems failed to intercept the incoming drones, raising serious questions about the effectiveness of Russia's coastal protection network. Meanwhile, Ukrainian social media is flooded with videos and satellite images showing the fires raging across the port, with captions celebrating it as a strike on Russia's war wallet. The attack is being hailed as a symbolic victory, proving once again that Ukraine's growing technological edge is outpacing Russia's static defenses. This event could also have ripple effects far beyond the battlefield. Russia's oil exports are a cornerstone of its national revenue and international leverage. Damage to major oil terminals disrupts both domestic supply chains and export commitments to international partners. Early financial data suggests temporary fluctuations in global oil prices, with traders reacting to the sudden uncertainty surrounding Russian exports. For the Ukrainian side, this success boosts morale and reinforces international support. Western analysts say that Ukraine's ability to strike deep inside Russian-held territory strengthens its negotiating position and showcases the effectiveness of Western-supplied technology and intelligence. However, it also risks provoking further retaliation from Moscow. Within hours of the incident, Russian forces reportedly launched retaliatory missile strikes against Ukrainian infrastructure in Odessa and Mykolaiv. Air raid alerts blared across southern Ukraine as explosions were heard in multiple regions. The Ukrainian Air Force claims to have intercepted most of the incoming missiles, but several areas sustained damage to power facilities. The tit-for-tat escalation underscores the increasingly brutal nature of this war, one where energy systems, trade routes, and civilian infrastructure are all caught in the crossfire. The destruction of this Black Sea port adds to a growing list of Russian logistical and economic targets now under Ukrainian threat. International reactions have been swift. Western intelligence agencies praised Ukraine's strategic precision, while some European leaders expressed concern about potential escalation near international waters. The U.S. State Department reiterated that Ukraine has the right to defend itself and strike legitimate military targets. On the Russian side, officials have vowed revenge. Dmitry Medvedev, Russia's former president, issued a fiery statement warning that Moscow would deliver what he called a symmetrical response. But many experts believe Russia's capacity to defend its Black Sea infrastructure is weakening as Ukrainian strikes continue to erode its defenses one by one. As the smoke clears over the Black Sea, one thing is certain: Ukraine has once again shown its ability to reshape the war's dynamics with precision strikes that hit Russia where it hurts most: its energy lifelines. With each attack, the balance of power at sea and in the economic arena shifts further in Ukraine's favor. This strike will likely force Moscow to rethink its maritime security strategy and invest heavily in coastal defense systems. Yet, with limited resources and growing battlefield losses, protecting every facility along the vast coastline is becoming an impossible task. Ukraine's drones, fast, small, and highly maneuverable, continue to slip through Russia's defenses, proving that even fortified infrastructure can burn. In conclusion, the destruction of Russia's Black Sea oil port marks a turning point in the energy and logistics front of this war. It's a reminder that this conflict has evolved far beyond trenches and artillery. It's now a war of intelligence, innovation, and precision. The flames over the Black Sea are more than just burning fuel. They symbolize the crumbling illusion of Russian invulnerability. And as both nations brace for what comes next, the world watches closely. Each explosion, each strike, each fireball reflected on the Black Sea waves brings this war one step closer to a new and unpredictable phase. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned, stay informed, and as always, we'll keep bringing you the latest updates right here on the Military Matrix.